Okay, dear students, let's quickly discuss the change in the formula sheet, which is now applicable from September 2024 ATM onwards in AFM. I would say the biggest change, which you will notice right now, that is in MM preposition 2 with tax, or you can say MM plus tax equation. The objective of today's video is to discuss the change, number one. Second, how to utilize that change, even though in my regular classes, I have already discussed the rearrange formula, how to use that formula in the spreadsheet. But now we will follow what exactly ACCA has given us. So let's, without wasting time, let's see the change. The simple M&M+TAX equation, which was given in the previous formula sheet, it will be given right now as well. That is KE is equal to KI number plus 1 minus tax rate into KE I number minus KD multiplied by VD upon V. Actually, you can replace KE with KEG. KEG means cost of equity of geared business, the business which has gearing. KEI number means actually KEU, cost of equity of ungeared business. In this video, we will discuss MM preposition 2 with tax, how to use this on a spreadsheet, as well as when do we use this. We will discuss that as well. Now, the rearranged formula is KE plus 1 minus tax KD VD upon V is equal to KI number 1 minus T KI number VD upon V. Again, I would say just replace the KE with KEG. It will give more clarity. Actually, only KE means KEG. Cost of equity of geared business plus 1 minus tax VD KD VD upon V is equal to KU plus 1 minus T KU VD upon V. Now, one more change. This is obviously your left hand side and this is your right hand side. Look at this. A very important change has to be there, which will make your life more easier while utilizing this in the spreadsheet. Take KEU as common from the right hand side. If I take common KU, so I'll get 1 plus 1 minus tax rate into market value of debt upon market value of equity. This will really help you. So on right hand side, students, you should see there's a one change. The change is I've taken KEU as common. So now the right hand side says 1 plus 1 minus tax. So let's see how it will help you. And look at the question, it's very small question. APLC financial gearing is market value equity is 200 million. Market value debt is 40 million. APLC is diversifying in a new industry. It could be a food industry, agriculture, manufacturing, so many things. The name of the new industry is Industry B. Diversifying means it means the WACC which we will be calculating for a PLC, that is going to be a risk adjusted WACC. BPLC operates in Industry B. Since BPLC operates in Industry B, it means BPLC is a proxy company for APLC. And we assume here the business risk which BPLC is facing in that industry, APLC will face the same business risk. The difference will be only in the financial risk. BPLC financial gearing, market value equity of BPLC is 230 million. Market value of debt is 69 million. KE of BPLC is 13%. Always remember one point. Whenever KE is given of any organization and that company is having a gearing as well, it means the given KE is logically the KEG. It is cost of equity of geared business. Pre-tax KD is 6% and we will assume the same KD for APLC as well. And later on, I'll give you the reason of this assumption as well. Tax rate is 30%. Requirement calculate KEU for APLC. We need to calculate KU for APLC and then we need to calculate risk adjusted WACC for APLC. Okay. How do we calculate? Proxy company is BPLC, the market value of equity, Proxy company market value of equity is proxy company 230 and 69. It is 230 and 69, and this is 6%. Tax rate, we know it is 30%. Okay, now by using an KEG of proxy company is 13%. Simply, let me give you the logic. Where beta approach is not possible, then you will be using M&M+TAX equation. So you can say that M&M+TAX equation is the alternative of beta approach. You can say that M&M+TAX equation is the alternative of capital asset pricing model. Obviously, in diversification, normally we need asset beta of the new industry, which is not given here. We are not able to calculate it. So then obviously we'll go towards M&M+TAX equation. Step 1, we will simply de-gear KEG of proxy company to get KEU. So let's do that. To de-gear KEG of BPLC. Now come here, we need to calculate KEU. What do we need? We need KEU. Now look at this. We have left hand side KEG, 1 minus tax rate. Then I have KD, VD upon V. Let's see. KEG. KEG is 13%. 1 minus tax rate. Then KD is 6%. VD upon V. This is 6%. Market value of debt is 230. Market value of debt is 69. Equity is 230. This is left hand side. So I've just written KE 13%. You just ignore the percentage sign. There's no issue at all. Whatever the final answer comes, that is going to be your VAC. Oh, that is going to be your KEU. Okay. Now is equal to we have taken the KU as common. Then 1 plus 1 minus tax rate. 1 plus 1 minus tax rate. 1 plus 1 minus tax rate. Then market value of debt upon market value of equity. Market value of debt upon market value of equity. So let's use the calculator. 1 minus 0.7 means 1 minus 0.3 means 0.7. So 0.7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 69, then divided by 230 plus 13. Right hand side answer is 14.26 is equal to KU. 1 minus 0.3 means 0.7. So 0.7 multiplied by 69 divided by 230 and plus 1. Student, I'm getting 1.21. The answer of this bracket is 1.21. So I can easily calculate KU. 14.26 divided by 1.21. 14.26 divided by 1.21. I'm getting 11.785, and let's say this is percentage. So KU is logically 11.785%. Great. Now let us try to, now what are we going to do? This is step 1. We have used the new rearranged formula as well. Next point. Now what are we going to do for calculating risk adjusted WACC? We will take this KEU and we will gear up this with the gearing of APLC to get KEG. And now we'll be using a formula which is normally given to us. Obviously, both formulae will be given to you. So I should be using this one. This is logically KEG is equal to KU, 1 minus tax rate KU minus KD VD upon V. So simply to get up KU 11.785% with with APLC financial gearing. Assuming the KD of APLC is same, which is 6%. And let me tell you one more thing. It is the assumption in M&M+TAX equation that while gearing and degearing, KD will remain same. So the assumption is APLC is having the KD, which is 6%. Okay. KEG is equal to, this is KU plus 1 minus tax rate, KEU. KEU plus 1 minus tax rate. Then let's say, what do we have? We have KU minus KD. KU minus KD. KU minus KD. Market value of debt upon market value of equity. APLC debt. APLC market value of debt is 40 and equity is 200. 40 upon 200. And let me tell you one thing before even getting the final answer. If you just take 30% of 230, it is 69. If you take 20% of 200, it is 20 or 40 million. It means logically you can say that financial gearing, logically the financial gearing, the percentage of debt in APLC is lower than the BPLC, which means that APLC logically is facing less financial risk than the BPLC, which also having a meaning that whatever the KEG comes right now, logically then APLC KEG should be lower than, I would say must be lower than BPLC KEG, because we have already assumed that business risk, both the entities are facing same. So it means there is only one risk which is different, and name of that risk is financial risk. And we have seen that APLC financial gearing is lower than BPLC. So logically, APLC face less financial risk than the BPLC. Then KEG should be KEG of, I would say, APLC should be lower than BPLC. Let's see. Let's use the calculator. 11.785 minus 6 multiplied by 0.7 multiplied by 40. Whatever came divided by 200 plus 11.785. Great. Students. I'm getting KG 12.5949%, or you can say 12.6. So it can be seen here that KEG of APLC is lower than BPLC, and it has to be like this. Why? Because logically the financial risk of APLC is lower than BPLC. Now very easily we can use calculate risk adjusted WACC. 12.6. Market value equity is 200 divided by 240. KD is 6% into 1 minus tax rate. I'll get 4.2. So that is 40 upon 240. So here comes your risk adjusted WACC. 12.6 multiplied by 200 plus 4.2 multiplied by 40. Final answer divided by 240. 11.2%. This is 11.2%. So students, you can see that we have used the rearranged formula on one note, but obviously the main thing is let us use this on the spreadsheet as well. And don't forget this. Don't forget this rearrange one. That is KEG plus 1 minus T KD VD upon V is equal to KU. I have taken the KU common on your right hand side, because when we'll be using this formula in the spreadsheet, so we'll be working on left hand side and the right hand side, and whatever answer comes on the right hand side, then we'll divide left hand side with the answer of right hand side. How we are going to do? Let me bring the Excel here, spreadsheet. Okay, so let's quickly solve the same question on a spreadsheet. To save the time, I've written the market value equity of APLC is 200, that is 40. BPLC is a proxy company, market value debt, market value equity, tax rate KD 0.06, KE, that is logically KEG. And the step one is to de-gear KEG of BPLC. So we'll be solving the left hand side and then obviously the right hand side. I've written here left hand side is equal to KEG 1 plus 1 minus tax rate and everything I've written here. Left hand side, let me solve here, is equal to, we'll take KEG. KEG is 0.13 plus 1 minus tax rate. So tax rate is 0.3. I can write 0.7 multiply by KD 0.06 multiply by bracket market value debt, which is 69, divided by market value equity, which is 230, bracket close. And let's take everything. Let's use the enter. Left hand side, I'm getting 0.1426. Okay, fine. That is left hand side. Now let's go for right hand side. Is equal to right hand side. We have 1 plus, it is here. Okay, students, you can see that. No, just a minute. Right hand side I've written here. You can see that. This is the right hand side. We have taken KU as common. So 1 plus 1 minus T and everything. Come here. So 1 plus 1 minus tax rate means 0.7 into market value of debt. Into market value of debt, which is 69, divided by market value equity, which is 230. Let's see what are we getting. I'm getting 1.21. Now, how will you get KU? Very simple. Now, simply, we have already calculated the answer of left hand side, which is 0.1426, and we have calculated the answer of right hand side. So simply left hand side divided by right hand side will give us KU. So we are getting KU 0.12%. We are getting KU 0.12%. If you go in terms of percentage, so it will be 12%. If you go in terms of percentage. So this KU 0.12 is exactly the same answer which we have just calculated on the OneNote. Because if you go into I'll show you. And then we are getting around same answer like 11 point something. But okay, so KU is 0.12%. Means the percentage of KEU is 12%. The next requirement is we are required to calculate risk adjusted WACC for APLC. So in order to calculate risk adjusted WACC for APLC, we have to gear up this KU, which is 12%, with the gearing of APLC. So to gear up, KU 12% with the financial gearing of APLC. So now we'll be using the simple formula which used to given us previously as well. Here, KEG is equal to KU plus 1 minus tax rate and KU minus KD VD upon V. But obviously financial gearing will be using of APLC. So logically KEG is equal to, and these formulae will be given to you in exam. KU we have calculated 0.12 plus tax rate is 30. 1 minus T means tax rate is 30. So I'm taking 0.7. Then it is multiplied by bracket KU. KU is 0.12 minus KD. KD is here. Bracket close. Then we multiply this VD upon V. So multiply by market value of debt. But market value of debt of APLC. APLC debt is 40 divided by equity, which is 200. Let's see. I'm getting 12.95. So it means 12 point, I would say 6% KEG. Now very easily we can calculate risk adjusted WACC. Very easily we can calculate K multiply by market value equity, which is market value equity 200 plus KD1 minus T. KD is this, multiply by tax rate is 30, so may multiply this with 0.7. Then multiply this with market value of debt, which is 40. Okay, now entire value will be divided by 240. Everything, because market value equity plus debt is 240. So entire thing will be divided by 240. So risk adjusted WACC, if I go in terms of percentage, we are getting 11%. Let's go to the OneNote where we solve this. Let's see the risk adjusted WACC. Oh, look at this, 11.2%. So students, I would say I try my best to give you a really good idea how to utilize the rearrange formula in the spreadsheet with the help of question as well. And let me tell you one more thing. Never forget one thing. M&M+TAX equation is the alternative of beta approach. It is the alternative of CAPM. And we only use M&M+TAX equation where beta approach is not possible. And just 1 or 2 more minutes, just 1 more minute I want to take. Obviously, we'll be doing number of practice question on this rearrange formula in our live revision classes. And let me tell you one more thing. In ASA, what do we do basically? In every attempt, I conduct around, I would say, more than 20 classes. But the main thing is, within just 19 to 20 live revision classes, we cover the entire AFM, each and everything of AFM, including if there is any change or not. Plus, we do conduct tests as well in AFM. Around 11 tests we conduct, and towards the near to the exam, we do conduct mock as well. On that mock, you get my personal feedback. And to be very honest, within 18 to 20 classes, we cover the entire AFM in the live revision classes. And those 18 to 20 hours, I would say they work as a smart revision also. And if you need more details in AFM, you can always contact my admin. So thank you very much for watching this lecture. And finally, let me tell you, in AFM as well as in FM, we have produced the world position holder as well. Thanks a lot.